Another day in another padded practice officially in the books for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And in this video, I wanted to break down basically everything you need to know from today's practice, from guys who are starting to stand out, guys who are getting first team reps who maybe haven't before, and just guys who are overall just making a great first impression during day 3 of padded practices. Now, obviously, before we jump into the video, I want to give a massive shout out, like we always do, to the media members over there in Kansas City. There are so many of them who post highlights and analysis and news and notes from practices that without them, these videos are not possible to make. So do me a favor, guys, and go follow them on X right now. I guarantee you right now, if you follow them, you will not regret it. The amount of content they post about training camp is amazing. So go follow them right now if you haven't already done so. With that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk about today's practice. First things first is Nico and Louis Rees-Zammit were first up on the kickoff return line. This is very important, very crucial, because with the new kickoff rule, there's going to be so many opportunities to get kickoff returns. And I do believe Louis Rees-Zammit will not only make the team, but he will contribute in some area, even if it is special teams. This dude is a great playmaker with the ball in his hands. I do think he could be a day one starter as a kick returner. Now, Chris Jones was at practice today, but without a helmet. Looked like he had a veteran day off. We did not see Hollywood Brown. I'm not too sure why. At this point, we haven't heard from Andy Reid yet. But while you're watching this video, that news is probably already broke of why he missed practice today. So please comment down below why Hollywood was not able to make practice. Also, no sign of Clyde Edwards-Helaire as well. And again, hopefully by the time you're watching this, you know why that is. Now, we got a good look at the offensive line. The second team offensive line had Nourzad running at left guard and Hanson running at center, basically kind of swapping spots with the rookies. Again, in preseason or majority of training camp, you're going to see guys, interchange in a bunch of different spots. And the reason being is they're trying to see how versatile, how dynamic are these guys. Can they move within a bunch of different spots at the O-line? So that's pretty much what they're doing there. Now, we did have first team 11 on 11s, and there was a lot of really good plays. The defense looked good today. One play specifically, Mahomes, bought some time in the pocket, stepping up, using his offensive lineman to, kind of extend the play a little bit. Now, we tried hitting Sky Moore running across the end zone, but Brian Cook made an unbelievable play, knocking away at the catch point. And again, Sky Moore continues to struggle a little bit here and there. I still have faith in Sky Moore. I know a lot of you guys just want him gone at this point, but I guess you guys might be happy to hear this. Sky Moore, a couple of plays later, had an unbelievable red zone crossing touchdown off a dime from Patrick Mahomes. So yes, one gets broke up, he gets another target, and he gets that one to go for a touchdown. So again, maybe not the most consistent camp for Sky Moore, but definitely made a big play during today's practice. Now, with Chris Jones out, we got to see a little bit of Tershawn Wharton, starting with that 3-tech. Mike Pennell still holding it down at the nose tackle position. Obviously, they have a ton of, hope, and they do like what they have here. Both Chris Jones and Derek Nottie out. Some of the bench guys, some of the depth guys have to make impressions, and I feel like they already have, which is good news for them. Neil Farrell and also Fabian Levette were also really good today in terms of running drills, right? Whenever we got some inside runs, these guys definitely helped out in the running area, right? Stopping the run, plugging up the middle. So good job by those guys as well. Want to give a massive shout out to some of the bench defensive linemen who definitely made a good impression during today's practice. Now, before we get any further into the video, guys, Chiefs Kingdom, make sure you guys do me a big favor, man. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe if you're new. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we're going to be covering the Chiefs throughout the remainder of training camp every single day. Got you guys covered. I believe tomorrow's an off day. We're going to post another video breaking down some of the standouts so far, but also preseason football games, covering that, breaking down film, regular season games. Got you guys covered. join the family. Lastly, before we jump back into the video, make sure you guys follow my Twitch. I will be live streaming some of the preseason games on my Twitch, breaking down the film. If you guys want to watch that with me, my Twitch is in the description, or it's Matty Dubs with 3 S's. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video a little bit. We had another big-time play by Brian Cook, diving pass breakup in the end zone during 11-on-11s. Again, you see this dude making plays almost every single day of practice, and today was another one. Jared Wiley, guys, we've been talking about Jared Wiley for the past couple of days. He is going to be good, okay? Not only is he going to be good, and I'm not talking about the future, I'm talking about now. Coming out of college, this dude is ready to compete at a high level. I think he's going to be utilized a ton during 12 personnel sets. And when they want to line out, Travis Kelce wide, I think Wiley is your number 2 tight end. I don't know if maybe I'm being a little bit optimistic here, but you comment down below. You let me know. Is Jared Wiley going to get a considerable amount of playing time this season? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. Jaden Hicks came down in man coverage against Kelce. Kelce actually did a really good job on a whip route, getting outside and making a big time play, right? But Jaden Hicks already showing the versatility where you have Steve Spagnuolo saying, okay, you know what, Jaden Hicks, let me see what you got versus Travis Kelce. In what world do they do that unless they have confidence? So Jaden Hicks has been someone this team loves, and I think they're going to continue to find ways to implement him into this defense. Now, Jalen Watson and Z Johnson were sidelined today, which means Kelvin Joseph was rotating with the ones, starting with the nickel, right? Kelvin Joseph, former second-round pick, they love what he has done so far. Still has a lot of work to do, but again, with some injuries, he's going to find some time on the field. It's what he does with that time that is most important. Now, let's see what you guys have been waiting for. We get a Xavier-worthy target, okay? Now, you're probably wondering, well, why are you just telling us you got a target? Well, Mahomes threw it deep to Xavier Worthy. Now, Worthy actually, this isn't the best news in the world, but it is good news. Worthy had to come back and break up the interception, a little bit of an underthrow, but came back, disrupted the interception by Brian Cook and was incomplete. So, hey, maybe Xavier Worthy could play DB. All right, obviously, I'm just kidding. But, yep, did have one there. Wiley had a touchdown grab, another touchdown grab. Again, he's going to be good. Brian Cook, again, I already mentioned him a couple of times, came up, stripped Pacheco after a catch and run, ended up forcing a fumble. Good job by him. Montrell Washington had a nasty over-the-shoulder grab during 11-on-11s. Carson Wentz hit Justin Ross on a skinny post. That was beautiful to see. Kadarius Toney coming out the backfield again. He's been lining up everywhere for this team, especially with the second team specifically. Came out here, got a nice little swing pass. Beautiful job. Irv Smith had another big-time catch from Mahomes and the first team. So Irv Smith starting to rep in with the first team. That's definitely good news for him as he is trying to compete with Jared Wiley and Noah Gray for some reps with that first team. Keith Taylor broke up a nice underthrown ball to Hardman by Wentz. Wentz has actually looked pretty good throughout camp so far. Maybe not a great practice today. Mahomes found Rice a couple of times during 11-on-11s. That was beautiful. I think Rice and Montrell Washington, some of these guys, Kadarius Toney, got a lot of extra reps today because there was no Hollywood Brown. The Chiefs' second team defense had Deion Bush and Christian Roland Wallace as the 2 starting safeties. So look for those guys to continue to pursue starting reps with the second team defense, but also, more importantly, maybe even get first team reps down the line. Now, one of the biggest standouts today, guys, was Curtis Jacobs in one-on-ones. This dude was amazing. First, ran through Imani Bailey's chest, knocked down Carson Wentz, and then also did it to Louis Rees-Zammit as well. I mean, Curtis Jacobs, I don't know where this guy's coming from, but man, this dude is a different beast. Keep him in mind and keep your eye out on him going forward. Drew Tranquil, man, I brought him up a lot over the past couple of days. Impressive. I mean, that's the only thing I say. Impressive, fast, quick, elusive, everywhere at once. Love what he's been doing. Xavier Worthy had a nasty catch during 7-on-7s. Deneric Prince was really good in 1-on-1s, beat Nick Bolton. We had Irv Smith versus Jaden Hicks. Nice route and catch by Irv. And then Leo Chanel, great hands versus Imani Bailey to knock down a ball. But guys, again, Curtis Jacobs, man, keep that name in mind. He is just a beast. Just the beast. I'm excited about him specifically and what he can do with this team. Maybe not in year one, but for the future, you got to keep your eye on him. But let me know what you guys thought about practice today, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. This was a fun one. This was probably the funnest practice yet for the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of things happening. Kamal Hayden fired up after a 1-on-1 PBU versus Justin Ross. His energy is there. Love it, man. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. We will be covering the Chiefs throughout the rest of camp, preseason, regular season, everything. Make sure you guys follow the Twitch as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.